And this guy
How they
said,
call him Big John?
because he was 6'5", bro.
Jesus.
He was a tall fucker, bro. And he was saying Big John John. So, my ears might, like, it's like the antenna goes up. So we're playing cards, and again, Big John John. So I was just like, are you talking about Big John John? And I say his last name. Yeah, how the you know him? I was like, well, my mom was kind of dating him. I kind of called him like an uncle. You, come here. So I go over there. We go out the back into the yard. He's like, you know where he's at right now? I said, yeah. Like, not that I'm a snitch or a rat, but this motherfucker is a piece of shit. Like, what he did to me, like, like it's time to pay back. I don't give a fuck. It's like, yeah, he lives on Stanhope and so-and-so, And he's just like, you for real? I said, I'll take you there. I was like, I'll show you the building. Right across the street from the church. Okay. So he tells that guy, Pete. Pete takes a ride, comes back. He goes, what is he driving? I said, I don't know. I said, but he's there. If he's not there, he's in PA. So I guess they scoped the house. They couldn't find him,
Right.
But whatever. But that's how I found out. And playing cards with them, I was like, hey, so what's the deal? And he's like, he's a rat. He's a piece of shit. Put me in. He did this. He did that. I said, so is that rumor true that I heard in the neighborhood that they caught him with like a key of coke and like $200,000 in cash? He goes, yeah, they caught him with that shit. He flipped. So he was like putting people the away because he kind of knew Carmine Galante was going to get whacked. He kind of knew this guy was going to go away. This was going to happen. So he figured in that turmoil, because he had a few connections with these girls he was banging from Washington or whatever the they worked for Tipper Gore. I don't know. I'm hearing so many different stories. I can't make heads or tails out of it, but this fuckface, So they never found him, but they kind of told me, yeah, this and that, So I run into him one day. I'm in the fucking bank. He's sitting down. He's like mean mugging me like this, right in my face, mean mugging me. And I'm all like, yeah. And I'm ignoring him, but I'm just like, And he's saying, Penguino. And I'm like just staring straight. Then he says the name my mom calls me, Draghi. He goes, Draghi. And I turn. And he goes, hey. And I went like that. He goes, you motherfucker, this and that. And I'm just going for my gun. Like, I'm just like this. Like, I want to have a shootout in a bank. Like, I just was so livid, So he gets called in the back. I get my I pay the mortgage. I dip the out. I don't see him again. Then I see him a few months. I'm driving, and he, like, blew this stop sign. And I'm like this, and I jammed on the brakes, and I jump out. I'm like, you motherfucker. And he goes, what's up, Penguino? Like, I'm like, you motherfucker. And I go to get my gun out of the car. I was going to start taking shots right there.
The fuck?
Yeah, like, dude, he's whatever. So to get to the point where, he kind of like fuck shit up was your ex-godfather had a kid. So we went to go celebrate. So we're sitting there celebrating, and we're ripping his shirts. We're in this the Romanian bar. He comes in. The bar is like this. He's sitting in that corner. We're over here. So I was like, I'm gonna poke the bear. So I go straight up, and in the jukebox I put $5. $5 is like a half an hour, 40 minutes of music. So I put the $5 in, and I play every Serbian song I can find in the jukebox. I come back down. The first song kicks in. This motherfucker flips and goes, who the fuck put the Serbian shit on? And the owner goes, he did.
Right.
He goes, well, you tell him to turn that shit off. I said, you touch that jukebox, I'll smash this bar up in a heartbeat. He hears and he goes, oh, you a tough guy now, right? I'm ignoring him. I go, is there somebody talking to me? And she goes, stop, you know who he is? I go, who is he? He's my left nut. He's a nobody. Who the is he? And my guys, they're all drunk, and they're like, well, who's that guy? I was like, don't worry, I'll take care of him. I go, that's the guy that I told you about that, fucked up my childhood, and, oh, let's him up. I was like, no, don't worry about it. So he was with this guy that everybody in the neighborhood knows, okay? And he goes outside to get on his phone. He's all over there, he's calling up his Spanish connects or whatever. And this guy comes over and he goes, hey, why'd you piss off John? Why, And I said, him. I go, after what he did to my mom, beat on my mom and beat me when I was little and did all of that shit. I go, he scarred me. I go, him. He goes, but you know who he is. I go, he doesn't know who the I am. I said, yo, I'm not that little pipsqueak penguin kid that I used to call Penguin. I go, I got a name, He comes in. All of a sudden, I see a drink coming. I'm like, who's this from? So she goes, John in the corner. I said, I don't know anybody named John. Send the back. Tell him to stick it up his ass. He sees this is not going somewhere. He goes, you want to step outside? Like I heard him say it. And then I answered him. I said, if I step outside, and I just was like this. And I showed him that I have a gun. I said, who's going to be first? You, with your little Walter PPK that you've been carrying for 30 years, Mr. 007. Boom, 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 boom. You know, like him, bro. Like on the real, bro. Him. So I get home, nothing happened. He peeled ass out of there because he saw I was packing. He takes off. This guy warns me. He goes, you know, he's gonna. I say he could go himself. I say it's my neighborhood now. He don't rule this neighborhood. And next day, my mom comes in and goes, hey, did you run into John? I said, yeah. She goes, he put hands on you? I said, what?
What?
I said, put hands on me. She goes, what happened last night? I said, no. You tell me what you, because you just said put hands. I go, now I'm going to go kill this motherfucker. I said, what put hands?